Hey loves, welcome back to another video. So I know it's been a very long time and there's a lot of stuff that we need to get into and talk about, right? I said, excuse me, I'm trying to burp, like now, really? Any other time I was good. I know you guys are really curious about what's going on in my life and what's been going on in my life recently, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, for real. I'm an honest person, so why not, you know? I've always been honest with you guys, and I'm not gonna stop, you know? And y'all can hate me, you can love me, but I'm trying, I'm doing what I need to do for my family, so I'm getting my stuff together. I've been doing that since me and their dad broke up. But as you can see, I am pregnant. Yes, I am. And it was very unplanned, so it was expected. I was expecting to get pregnant again, like this quick. I probably should have just left the birth control in me, but it was making me gain so much weight, I just couldn't. I'm like, no, I'm not about to, walk around looking like a whale. Like, I'm sorry, no, but I'm pregnant, so that's the, effects of not having birth control in you, or if you're even on anything. And I don't have my tubes tied, so there you go. Ooh, it's hot out here. But I'm just gonna tell y'all the whole story, so let's start off. And I shouldn't get emotional because I already cried everything that I could cry out, so I should be good. And I'm tired of crying. I don't want to keep crying, so yeah. Speaking of that, the baby daddy mom just drove by, and she's a no good. No good. No good. Y'all are just not gonna like her when I tell you that. Sorry about the camera. But okay, so this is how it started off. So, I live in a trailer court, obviously, and I've been living here for a couple years now. I've been living in trailers my whole life, and I'm trying to do better, like I said in my last video. And I'm gonna do that. I've been saving up money. I've been just really doing my content, doing what I need to do, because I have bigger and better things, to worry about than all this stuff, and I have goals and dreams, in my life that I want to do. But yeah, so let's get started. So there's a couple that lives in the same trailer court as me. Okay, before y'all start, don't do it. Listen to the very end. Okay? So, like I said, they live in the same trailer court as me. And, we were all friends at one point. Me and, Jeej was hanging out with them. I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to post no links or nothing, because y'all not going to harass them. None of that. Because I know how you guys are. I know you guys love me. You love sticking up for me and all that. Because I've been through so much. In the past couple weeks, it's just insane. And I'm just really tired of it. And I've just been praying a lot. And I know God got me. I'm going to be okay regardless. But, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just I don't want to get emotional because okay. So there's a couple and the, like I said, and I guess the dude had a crush on me for a while. I don't know. And I've heard rumors, a lot of rumors, that his girlfriend, cheats on him all the time, sits in panties and sells them. And if I'm in a relationship, I wouldn't even do nothing like that unless the significant other is okay with it. But if he asks me to stop, obviously, no, not hating on her, grind or nothing. But the cheating part is what got to me, she cheats on him all the time, hits him. Yeah, so it's one of those. And I just, got a relationship like that. Not really the hitting part, but the mentally abused part. So, yeah, so I understand how he feels, you know what I'm saying? So we really were just venting to each other and agreeing on a lot of stuff together, because he's going through what I just went through, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how we bonded in a way. But yes, I knew he had a girlfriend, but she's no good. So before you start, okay? I knew he did, but I just knew the relationship wasn't good. And I didn't expect it to like go this far, okay? I owed him some money and I paid it, and then I think it got like, you know, it wasn't just about the money anymore at that point. So yes, I was messing around with him and, you know, having with him, and he told me that they weren't together, but they were living in the same house. So I believed him because I really cared for him. You know, I'm not saying he's a bad person, but, you know, if I knew that they were still together, I wouldn't even do what I did, you know. And people around here just want to be like, how stupid can you be, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I was living in the same house with my baby daddy, and we were, and we weren't together. So, you know what I'm saying? People do that. But yeah, anyways, I didn't know that they were together, and, you know, I eventually told her everything, and I was honest. So yes, I did. I told her everything. I was honest. I was like, yes, it happened. And then, like, every time I would like block him, he would always like try to like pursue me, and I'm just like, you have a whole girl at the house, what are you doing? And we need to stop this unless you figure out what you want. Because at one point he didn't know what he wanted, and I'm just like, how could you not know what you want? If you want to stay with that, it's okay. You know, I actually caught feelings for him. So yeah, it was very emotional for me. So, but I try to, you know, cut that off many times before y'all come at me. I did. And, you know, he was expecting to catch feelings for me, and I wasn't expecting to catch feelings for him, you know. And they don't have no kids together, so she just has a daughter that they, you know, take care of together. So I guess you could say I was a homewrecker, but I don't feel bad. I don't. I do in a way, but then I don't, because the way she treats him. But yeah. And, you know, I eventually just cut it off the last time, because I was like, we can't keep doing this, you know what I'm saying? And I know feelings were involved, so that's probably why we couldn't stop. You know, it wasn't just about the anymore. It was like something more than that. And then I found out I was pregnant with his kid. Like, I'm pregnant right now with his kid. And, you know, I told him, and then he told everybody. And it's been kind of crazy since then. His mom liked me at one point, you know, and she was for it because she know how his girlfriend was. And then she just switched up on me, which is kind of weird, because I spent a lot of money on her, and I was always good to her. I looked at her like a mother figure, you know, to my own mom. Like, so it really hurt me for her to switch up on me like that, because she never even liked the girl. And then now they're buddy and talking crap on me. And, like, yeah, it's weird. Okay, it's big weird. And then, so when me and the other kid's dad were together, I had bugs at my other house, but they weren't as bad. So yes, I did have bugs. And, you know, we broke up, and then I moved here, and then I have no bugs. And then he came back, and he brought more bugs, and then the situation kind of got out of control. And, you know, I've been trying to, like, keep up with it, you know, tame it down. You know, I bombed, I did everything I needed to do, and it still wasn't enough. And so I was like, you know what, I need to have somebody come spray. And I have somebody coming to spray for me on the 5th. Then I'm gonna bomb again. Then I'm still, like I said, I'm trying to get my stuff together, and everybody knew that I was. And they know I'm a good mom, and, you know, I do everything for my babies. And I felt like, you know, his mom just don't like me for some reason now, because I'm pregnant with this kid. I don't really know what happened there, because she used to talk mad crap on the girlfriend all the time and say how he deserves better, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. It's freaking wild, okay? And now they're buddy, you know, ganging up on me. I'm like, for what? Like, I'm not perfect, but, you know, it just makes me confused because I just don't understand. Like, I really don't understand people. I really don't. And they've been harassing me, and his mom called DFS on me. Yeah, and she's been in my house. She's hugged on my kids. She kissed on my kids. She said, I'm your granny. All that. All that. And she still called DFS on me just because I was pregnant with this kid. I guess she doesn't want me to have his kid. I don't know. They want me to get an abortion. I'm just like, I don't really believe in abortions. Like, even my other baby daddy wants me to get an abortion. But I don't really believe in that. You know, whatever the circumstances are, the baby didn't even do nothing. You know, I can't just do that. And, you know, I'm just kind of very overprotective. I did think about it because when she called DFS on me for having bugs, and she said a whole bunch of stuff on that list that was not true. The only thing on that list that was true was the bugs. And, you know, a DFS lady came to my house, and she seen my house is clean, my kids are clean. She was like, well, if you're having somebody come spray for you on the 5th, then we just need a receipt. You know, you take it up to the family support division, we make a copy, and then I'll come back out and, you know, just see, you know, how's this going, and we can go from there or whatever. And, you know, she didn't take it with my kids or nothing because she obviously sees that I'm doing everything I can do, and I'm trying to get my stuff together. I'm messed up because after everything, you know, his mom still called that on me, knowing that I had somebody come to spray, and I was getting my stuff together. I've been getting my stuff together for my kids. I've been doing everything I need to do, and she still went and did that. So yes, that hurt me, and I got very overprotective, and I did suggest getting an abortion because them babies are my world. Like, if I don't know what drama this baby's gonna cause or what else they thinking about doing, but like, I'm just tired of it because, like, just because they feel a type of way, you don't have to get my kids involved, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you knew I already had somebody come in to spray, and it's just really messed up for her to even do that after everything. Like, we were so close. And she knew about me and her son, you know, doing it at first, and she was all for it. So if I say some, you know, things that people don't know, then now you know, okay? So people just two-faced, and they like to play both sides. And to be honest, I don't really know what the future holds, but I know nobody's gonna try to take this baby from me. You know, I'm a good mom, and there's literally no reason for, you know, them to even have a case on me because I don't do nothing. All I do is be a good mom, like I said, and do what I need to do for my kids, and I'm getting myself together. And eventually I don't want to live here for the rest of my life. I'm going to move. It's just so stressful that I have to deal with DFS because I'm just like, you know, I understand you're not supposed to have bugs with kids and stuff, but like, I didn't ask for this. I'm figuring it out. I'm doing what I need to do. My landlord already knows what's going on, so it's just like, yeah. I'm surprised I haven't cried. I'm actually glad I haven't cried because I'm so tired of crying. All I do is cry. And I'm just like, I just want to be happy. Like, that's all I want. Like, I just hope they leave me alone. You know, the baby father went off on them and everything. And his girlfriend acted like she didn't know nothing about it when they are a team. So whatever she does, she knows. So I'm not stupid. I know. We know. But it's not the first time somebody called DFS on me. The other times were somebody called and said I was suicidal and I had to show the cop my wrist. I'm like, really? But this was a whole different person. But like, it's not the first time. And then somebody else called DFS on me saying I was smoking while I was pregnant. I never do that. I was like, I drop for you right now, ma'am. You know? So the only thing they really had on me this time, because any other time I ever dealt with DFS, you know, they didn't really have nothing on me. but now they do. It's like bugs, which I understand. And people gotta understand, like, you know, I don't know if I can get rid of them the first time around, you know. You gotta keep doing it. And, you know, they gotta understand that, which I know she understands. She was very nice, but I just don't like to deal with them type of people because it's stressful, you know, and their father already knows what's going on and stuff. And, you know, I told the baby father I don't want them around my kids, and I will get a restraining order if I have to. I will get the police involved because, you know, she called DFS on my kids. So what makes her think that I'm going to let her see my baby? And, you know, I just don't feel safe for a baby to go anywhere and around them people. So that's why I was suggesting getting abortion, because I'm just like, it's all it's been drama since I got pregnant, and it's just so weird and it's so confusing to me because after everything, like, and the baby father, I don't really want to say too much about him because I don't want, you know, everybody to know everything, but I don't know what the future holds. So, but, you know, yeah, I always let you guys know everything that happens in my life, and I'm just really tired of going through stuff. You know, if I had a lot of money, I would just leave me and my kids and leave this house. I don't even like to be in this house because of the bugs, but, you know, I'm a clean person. Even the cleanest person can have bugs. So, yeah. So I can actually say it now because somebody already called DFS on me about it and say, you can't. But obviously the lady wasn't really, you know, tripping. She didn't even want to do a walkthrough because she seen how clean my house was. She was, the only thing you really, you know, have is bugs. I'm like, yeah, I know. And, you know, I've been trying to get rid of them and stuff. It's just really hard. If people know how they are if you had them before. So it's just been a lot on me recently. I've been trying to stay positive. But like I said, if I had money, I would just leave with me and my kids right now and never look back and never tell nobody nothing. So just know, once I get a big sum of money like that, I'm gone. Bye-bye. Like, yeah. You can just tell how stressed I am, y'all. I'm doing my best. Like, I didn't expect me to get pregnant. I didn't ask for any of this. You know, some people have went through what I went through, so some people understand, some people don't. Some people are gonna like me, some people are not gonna like me, but at least you know I'm honest about everything that I say. I'm real. So that's really my life update, and you know how this came to be. My first ultrasound is on the 12th. I'm gonna vlog it for y'all. I'm gonna be posting a lot of content on my channel, probably more than my kid channel, because I don't really want to film anything for the kids until I get rid of the bugs, because you know how people are. That's why I really stopped, because they got worse over time. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pay like $130 for someone to come spray. They come on the 5th at like 1 something, and I have to go down to my mother's and, you know, wait down there while they do it. And then I was gonna bomb after they leave, and then a week later bomb again, because if you know, they hatch in 7 weeks. The eggs do. So I should be good after this. And I had to throw a lot of my stuff away. Like, I threw everything of mine away. It just feels like I'm starting from scratch again, and it's just so stressful because I started from scratch so many times. Now I have to get all new stuff once the bugs are gone, because I'm not getting no new stuff now. No. And that's what I told that lady. She's like, I understand. So I have a number where you can get a lot of free stuff for families, and I was gonna look into it because I'm a single mom of 5 recently. So I'm really doing it by myself right now. I'm not dogging him. He's getting his stuff together. But right now I do not have no help. I really don't. So yeah, there's a whole FedEx truck that just drove by. Probably the girl down there selling panties. I'm done. I'm done. They think you tear a gangster down. No, I've been through worse, baby. I've been through worse. This is not the first time I had to deal with DFS. So for somebody being petty and calling in on me because I got pregnant with their kid, like, I mean with their grandchild. Be for real. Grow up. Grow up. Y'all watching this video, grow up. Grow up, okay? Because, like, I've always been strong and this ain't nothing. So I know God is with me, and I know anybody that has did me dirty is gonna get their karma. So be ready for it. Okay? So I'm gonna stop this video right here because it's very long. And just tell me what your thoughts are. You know, if you have any hate comments, please don't say them. Okay, I'm going through so much stuff in my life right now. It just seems like it's never ending. And after this baby, I'm getting my tubes tied and burnt. Unless somebody convinced me otherwise. But I just can't keep doing this. Like, I'm not saying, you know, I don't love getting pregnant and stuff, but like this type of situation, no. Like, he's still living with her and, you know, getting his stuff together and I'm getting my stuff together. So I don't really know what the future holds. I really don't. But anything that is negative, I don't want it around me. The only thing I'm really focused on right now is my baby and, you know, making sure the baby's good, make sure my kids are good, make sure I'm good, make sure my house is good. I don't really care about nothing else right now. I really don't. No man, no haters, no panty selling girls down there. I don't care. I do not care, okay? I'm just really trying here, and that's all you can really do. So yeah, I'm gonna end it. I love you guys. For the next one.